good evening. It's Saturday, and up until about 2 seconds ago, we did have Denise Gordon with us, but we think she's put the camera off instead of mute. So Roy's going to try getting her back, aren't you, Roy?
Maybe. Yes.
Maybe, he says, maybe. Right, I'll have a wee look through some of the texts. Robert Goldsmith, Andrew Byrne, Elaine Tucker is watching in Lisburn, Trevor Murphy in South Down, Adrian McIlvena, Ian Nicholson, Tony Miller, Joy Cullen, Billy and Margaret are watching in Port Glasgow. Ian Simpson is in Cumber, Karina and Ray McHugh are watching, as is Chloe Rafferty. Alan Knox says good evening. Gillian Johnson, Gavin Hazlitt, William Smith, Glenn Miller. Joshua is here for some more abuse. God love you, poor Joshua. David Sheridan, Kyle McElroy, Billy Gilmore, Margaret Alexander, Brian Turner's watching in from Coleraine. Oh, she's back. She's back. Are you there, Denise? Are you with us?
I think so.
I feel like I'm on sale.
Where now?
You're there and we can hear you. Well done. You've only hung up once. You're not as bad as China yet.
I have to go before I catch up with China.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, joining us here is Denise Gordon, who is the Deputy Mayor of Coke. She is the second citizen of Coke. We'll have, hopefully, a wee visit from the first citizen of Coke later on, Mrs. Gordon, otherwise known as Amy, and she's hopefully going to come in and say hello to us all. And I'll tell you, China, you are in for a treat. These two ladies have you spoiled. Absolutely spoiled. I'm telling you, I've seen what they're taking you up in the next visit. My goodness, you're a spoilt man. So before we get stuck into Denise's choices this evening, we're going to do as we always do and take a few look at the bands who would have had a parade today. So first up, it would have been Antrim for Steeple Defenders. One of my favourite days, I have to say. They always seem to manage to get great weather. I don't know how they did it. I think Ray had a deal going with somebody. Denise, did you ever make it up to Antrim to see it?
Oh, yes.
I've never heard you so quiet, Denise. I've never heard you so quiet. So here is a wee clip of Steeple Defenders from Randallstown's parade playing Goodbye Dolly. So you can put yourself on mute, Denise, not the camera, okay? Brilliant there from Steeple Defenders. And I think I saw young Ruth standing there on the sidelines. Now, Denise, before I come to you, I'm going to read out a few more of these text messages before they all disappear. Billy Gilmore's watching, as is Ainsley. Ainsley's watching, so I hope you've picked his band, Denise.
Maybe.
Ronnie Heineman is watching. He is in the Bucky and Whiskey tonight. My goodness, that's a dangerous combination. Alan Knox is watching. Eddie Torney, Paul Adamson, William Callahan, Caroline Sturt, Scotty Kringles. Johnny McCann's watching. Colin Johnson is on the drink. Oh dear, the comments are going to go downhill from now. Edward Fellows is watching. Irene Sheen, Mark Anderson, Joan Hunter, Jeff Burtney, Muriel Bloomer, Amanda Adamson, Stephen Feely's here. That's 2 of the Musca Hounds. I'm just watching now for China. Marion Burton's watching in Larkhall. Leslie Quirk's watching in Liverpool. Geraldine Stewart is watching, I believe, Stranookum. Am I right, Geraldine, there? John Dowling is watching, as is Mark Davidson in Nottingham. Welcome, Mark. Lynn Fitchie, John China, Jennifer McAllister in Craigenee there. Alexander Campbell Robertson is watching. Julie, Johnny and Ross are also watching in Loyal West Lothian. William Scallon is watching, as is Derek Tate in Georgie, Edinburgh. Dennis Marcella, I have no idea who that is. Diane Steele's watching in Loyal Lima, Vegas. Jacqueline McNeil and Lauren. Hilda in Coleraine. John China says, "Yous are my mates." There you go, Denise. He's called you his mate. That's just because you're taking him up presents.
Because we sponsor his shop.
Denise says the next time she gets up, she's just going to have to hand you the keys of her house, China.
Good morning.
Stephen Caldwell is watching. Billy McDonald, Darren Galway. Wee Andy is watching East Belfast. Violet Harris, Ronnie Cousins is in Lurgan. Robin Cummings, Margaret and John Carlisle are watching. Great to see you commenting, John and Margaret. Lovely to have you in. Noel Morton is watching. Josh is watching. He says he knows that you would have picked Ballinran, but they were on last night, so he understands.
That's good.
Hilda is watching in Coleraine. Keith is in Portrush. Brian's in Bangor. Morris. Alexander Campbell Robertson's also watching. Carl Porter. Glenn Miller. Mark Anderson. My goodness, there's so many texts coming in. I'll try and get a few more after the next tune. Another band who would have had their parade this evening, Ardara Accordion. This is a clip of them from Hillsborough Protestant Boys indoor concert playing Build My Gallows. We're going to get a few words for you in a minute, Denise. There are so many text messages coming in, and once they go past a certain number, then I start to lose them, you see. So I'm trying to get through all of them as possible. A lot of the text messages are for you, I have to say. Ryan said that he sees you get your hair done for the occasion. He hopes it wasn't a black market do. Ainsley says he's glad to see you're out of your pajamas, and he tells me that Marcella is your nickname. China said, "Who loves you, baby?"
We do, China, we do.
Oh my goodness. Jackie Boyle's watching. Mary McKee. John Carey is in Crumbray and Crummock. Victoria Sheridan's watching. Eddie says that China would take the keys of the house off you too, Denise, so don't you worry. Billy is watching A Peaceful Tiger's Bay. Glenn wants to know why we're not matching t-shirts tonight, Roy. Well, no band sent us any, so I mean, how can we wear matching t-shirts? I'm just noticing I'm going to have to stop wearing a t-shirt when I clean my teeth, because look, I managed to dribble. Rathkill, Protestant Boys, John Frederick, Gerald Prentice is watching. Helen Thompson's in Limavady. Sheila Gallagher's watching. Harry is watching in Glasgow. Good to see you again, Harry. You hardly ever miss. Alison is watching in Catesbridge. Richard McNeil is watching in Preston Pan. Sandra Tannehill is watching. And I've just lost my screen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What happened to me? What happened to me? I've just lost. I've lost my text messages.
Can't get the staff.
You can't get the staff. Sheila Gallagher's watching. China is on the accordion already tonight. Proud of the Smile on them. Malcolm Anderson's watching in Ballintyre in Scotland. China was admired at the wee kid with the accordion on. I seen that. Doing really well. But I think that's great. Build some confidence, don't you think, Denise?
Also the wee drummers at the back as well.
The drum as well.
Was there a wee boy in the drum as well? I didn't notice
There's
that.
a couple. I think there's a couple of wee boys in the drums at the back there.
I can't think of anything else that gives kids confidence like that. Can you?
No, I think it's brilliant. I definitely agree with bringing them out since they're fit to walk. Get them in.
Definitely. It gives them that confidence of being out in front of folk. And I have to say that, just to let the viewers know, that Denise is in the good room this evening. You should have left the good room for the mayor.
You're only in here at Christmas. And I haven't time to put the tree up, so.
I haven't got enough rooms to have a good room. That's why I'm out here in the garage, for goodness sake.
You always have a good room. You always have a good room. So my mum.
Posh down there in Coke. Very posh.
Very much so.
You're posh.
I saw that there was somebody. Huh?
You're posh in your studio. I'm in a shed.
It's a garage. Let's face it. It's the garage. Right. Next up this evening is the last band who would have had a parade this evening. It is Pride of Ballimccash. This is them playing at the opening of the Arch in 2019, and they're playing Matilda, so I'm guessing it's Waltzing Matilda. So let's have a wee listen to Pride of Ballimccash, and then we'll get straight into Denise's clips. Brilliant there from Pride of Ballimccash. A few more comments in for you, Denise. Hargate in Cookstown says hello, as does GMAC. GMAC says hello. GMAC, you may stay tuned because you know fine rightly who's going to be on the night. Who's Denise's favourite band? You're mute, Denise.
Pride of the Main's your favourite band, or Rascal's your favourite band?
You're on mute, Denise. You're still on mute, dearest.
How's that?
That's much better. We want to hear your dulcet tones. China says, I hope she doesn't pick that LUVF band again.
Well, I'm certainly not going to pick these Belfast Pretty Boys.
Good for you, Denise. Lots of questions asked tonight in the drink, as if I would ever do anything like that there. Let's see. Ignoring the comment.
My comment that came way after it because I was too busy sorting things out around here was, no, you're not in the drink yet because you make sense whenever you have a drink in.
Well, tell me this, Denise. Did you see the pile? It was a mountain of food that China had up that he was going to eat. Where does he put it?
I don't know. There must be a few holes in it.
Either that or it runs straight through.
I think he cares it around East Belfast. You know, keeps it for band practice. See what's in buying the band any food.
It'd be like me, he's got hollow legs. Well, he's got short legs, but hollow legs all the same.
He takes it down to the pineapple and shares it out down there where everybody get into mass.
It'd be very good like that.
I think so. I think so, definitely.
My mother goes after the no more orange creams.
There you go. Well, Denise, we are delighted to have you on. Did you find it easy or hard to pick your clips?
Not too bad. It was okay. I sort of know what I like, you know, so.
You see, I knew you would. And I have to say, I've seen your list already, and it's really, really good list. The same as Joy's last night. I have to tell everyone that Denise texted me last night and went, oh, Joy's list was really, really good. I'm panicking now, but I can promise you all that Denise's list, and it's really good because the two lists complement each other. They're really, really good lists. Now, your first one is from the big city.
Yes, the big smoke called Cook. It's Townetmore Tigers. We have a small village and we really only have two bands. So I thought I better play the both of them or I'll be kicked out. So no, the Tigers is a small band, it's actually our bow. But at the start of lockdown last year, they were very good. They brought my mother a food parcel and other elderly people, which I thought was very kind. So I'm going to start with them.
Townetmore Tiger. I think the work that the bands and the lodges have done through lockdown for the communities has been fantastic. Alan Weir wants to know what the pick of the old building is behind your head.
It is a wee house where my mother was reared in.
Ah!
My cousin's friend took a photo of it about maybe 7 years ago and brought Mum out a photo of it. And lo and behold, when we went to look at it, it was knocked down.
Oh my, so good you got a
photo. It's a big fancy house now. It's sort of between Coke and Stewartstown.
Let me tell you, Denise, there's no boundaries in this show. They would ask you. They would ask you questions the policeman wouldn't ask you.
No, that's not a no.
Valerie, I have a question.
It would be the cross keys, as we would call it, cross keys.
Cross keys. Well, we're going to have your first night. This is them going down. So we're going to get a term with bands. Yes.
Denise mentioned there that Tigers took out food parcels to the elderly. Did they come to you with one?
Who, me?
Oh, Valerie.
Well, that's okay. Did the Valerie?
No, it didn't. What do you mean, Denise? On with the Perrys. Let's listen to Townetmore Tigers while I go over the shock of that. For goodness sake.
Of course not. That's far too young.
So that's down the street to Coke. Am I right in saying he's down at the bottom of that hill just before the bridge, the left-hand side, there's a hotel, function room type thing?
Hanover House. Only we call it Hangover House.
Hangover House. Well, and that's probably an appropriate name for it with my experience as well.
Yeah, Hangover House.
Alistair says, Valerie, don't forget China's a big belly, so that's obviously where he puts all the food. Lots of debate on about whether there's going to be a hat trick of the Muskehounds tonight or not. My lips are sealed. I can't possibly tell. The only way you're going to know is watch it, Denise. Isn't that right?
That's correct, Valerie.
Neil Simpson said, say hi to the boys in Bloomfield. Denise, give the boys in Bloomfield a big wave there.
Hi. I don't even know where Bloomfield is.
I'm not too sure. Don't ask Roy, whatever you do. Don't ask Roy. William Riddle is watching in Thornley Bank. There was somebody else said hello to you. I can't remember who it was. We also have to wish congratulations to Tom McCarroll from Kelswater Flute Band, who won the novice side drum section today at the Northern Ireland Band Association Solo and Quartets contest. Well done, Tom. I did see that on, but only after it was over, or else I would have shared the link with everyone so we could watch it as well. Let me see. Eddie McCann, hope you've the headphones on. I have no idea what that's about. Derek Williams. China says she's only a pup. Is that Denise or me? You're saying that, China? And Roy is definitely outnumbered with the ladies. I'm telling you.
Sorry, I can hold me on because I've got the control over the buttons.
Oh, Alan Weir says, many thanks for letting me know he enjoys taking photos of old buildings, and that's why he had asked you. Now, let's see. Loads of comments on there. She's slabbering already. He hasn't even the drink. Just wait till the gin is out. My goodness. You see the abuse that I have to take in this, Denise? I wonder why I take it.
I was getting it. I thought it was about me.
She set up the first meeting in the Miller Memorial, and they're 110 years old. Roy, you're for a clash some of these days. Let's move on to more pleasant matters, Denise. Who did you pick up next?
Well, I don't want us to blink because you would miss Cook. This is Cook's second band. It's Kingsmill's. It's a wee band, again, outside Cook. My father would have been in it, and my older brothers and sisters. But when it came to me, I had taste, and I went for the Accordions.
I knew why me and you got on great, Denise, and I know why. So this is Kingsmill Flute Band. I think this clip is from the 12th of July last year, lockdown 12th, so we'll enjoy them. And they are coming up the street in Coke. So let's have it. We're getting a virtual tour of Coke now. Wee short clip there, Denise. Am I right in saying that you go up to the top of the hill and then there's like a wee housing estate cul-de-sac, you parade out round it and then back down again?
Uh-huh. Actually, this last number of years to turn in here where I live at, but they mostly go through, sometimes they go through the football club car park and through a wee walkway and up through Windsor Terrace. But
that's what we did. That's what we did. But the couple of times I played it in Coke, we went down that, and you come through a wee walkway, and the band has to either go on ones or twos. That's so funny.
Big place, right? Big place.
I think the only time I can remember parade in Coke, I think it was Cross Keys parade itself. I'm almost sure it was Cross Keys. Maybe not. Don't know. I definitely paraded it somewhere at some stage.
Canvas. We used to have them canvas as well many moons ago.
It could have been
They
them.
would have had a good parade.
Might have been John Convis as well. Jenny Ann says you're doing great, Denise. Enjoy your night. And she's going to look out for Mrs. Gordon. And who else? There's somebody else. Denise, Amanda Sherrod wants you to give a big shout out to Tobermore.
Hello, Tobermore. I've got another wee message here as well.
Yes.
Right. To say a big hello to the Thompsons, Dixons, and Purcells watching with Ainsley and Bushmills.
Oh, well, that'll be a mad one. That's for sure. I know them. I know them boys too well, and that will definitely be a mad one.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm for after this? China wants you on with Stephen and Eddie some night, and him. He says you'll be on all night.
How much is it worth? Did I get security money?
Would it get your China bill sorted?
It might try now, it might.
Ballimccash says, "Go on, Denise Gordon. You see all these boys that are claiming ownership of you, huh? Huh? You know everybody. You know everybody.
You know what they're doing? They're looking me to play their band.
That's what it is. Little do they know, Denise. Little do they know. Just you keep them on the string. Keep them on the string.
Yeah, I just have to work.
So who did you pick next, Denise?
Right, I picked the Shankill Protestant boys. Bit of a story. Maybe 6 years ago, we were at a band parade in Belfast. Sandra and I was talking. They'd taken a break in front of us. Sandra and I was in full conversation about something, and we were laughing and, yehoing, and this wee boy in front, he thought we were looking at him. So he came over and he asked us, was he good? And we said, oh, you're brilliant. So he done a few tricks with a stick and all that there. So he says, when you see me from now on, you shout, hello, Corbin. What's the dead? Okay, he was only a wee tote. But the last year, we're saying Corbin. We shouts, hello, Corbin. And he looked at us, cringed at us. He didn't want to old dolls looking at him. So he never had only seen us.
So he's a teenager now, basically, and didn't want to be known by two old dolls. Glenn Miller wants to know, is there no electric in the good room, Denise? Throw a little light on.
That's good. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Denise, you wouldn't need to be offended, that's for sure.
It's getting very dark, Denise. It is getting very dark.
Up next is the Shankill Protestant boys. This is them playing at Ballysillan. Denise's third choice for this evening. And that was Corbin wearing the red sash there in front of Shankill Prolly Boys.
That was fun. As you can see, he's getting.
You'll be making him famous now, Denise.
I know. Maybe we haven't me yet.
And Denise has saw the light.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
We've saw the light.
Yeah.
Saw the light. Cookstown says, hello, Denise. That's from Keith Newell. Yes. Linda Samfield says, good woman, Denise, my pal. Barry Macbeth says, hi, Denise. Helen Thompson says, you're doing a fantastic job. Lorna McElrath has given off because you picked SPB but not East Belfast.
Oh dear. They were played last night.
Exactly, Denise. Exactly. So just tell them you're on their list. They're on their list. Glenn says you found 50p for the meter. That's where Amy is. Amy is biking away there in the background.
Running away like Fred Flintstone.
Now, Denise, I have to say that your musical taste and mine are very similar. Although maybe yours isn't as far out in accordions as mine would be, but your taste, particularly when it comes to musical bands.
I don't think anybody's got the same musical taste as you, Valerie.
There's bound to be somebody. But Stuart Avenue says hello, says Timothy. There you go.
Oh, right.
Passing on messages for you, Denise.
I can't see the comments, so.
Your next band, Denise. I love this clip.
Yes. I won't say too much about this. It's in Wales. You think at the start we were going shopping, but it's not. And that's all I'll say about it. You'll know, I don't want to give too much away.
It's a great clip. Brilliant choice, Denise. Brilliant choice. I know we've had that on before, but it's such a good clip. You can always watch it again. Definitely can. A lot of the Muska Hounds are hedging their bets now because they're saying no, they didn't want to be on tonight, and and all that kind of stuff. I think they still are secretly holding out hope, Denise, but I think.
Nice, Shirley.
Few people asked him where I got my T-shirt. Please ignore the toothpaste stain, okay? If I do that there to let you see it. I got it from the No.107 Centenary website. There's actually another one, which is very good. Hold on, let you see this one as well.
Mine, Valerie, don't trip over your blanket, Granny.
I know, shush, I'm cold out here. Cold. I like this one as well. Look. That nice one? That nice one? Oh, could you not? Sorry. This way? You're trying to get it to cover my face.
No, I wasn't trying to get your face, just so people could see the writing.
And then this one has got the NI100 badge and then 21 up here. No,
and if you go onto the NI Centenary website and go to the sports personality bit, my sister's on there.
Is she?
Yes.
Ah, so there's a star in your family. No, I did not get this sent to me or give it to me. I had to buy it. I had to buy all of them. There's some beautiful mugs, lovely key rings, lovely badges, lovely flags, lots of lovely stuff on there to celebrate NI100, obviously. So give it a wee like. Valerie's got her jammy bottoms on. I have not a pair of jeans on, Egypts. No, there was no Freudian slips, Glenn Miller. It is toothpaste. I don't know how I managed to do that. I do that all the time. Let's see. People loving that last clip of yours, Denise. Brilliant clip. Well done, Denise. Fantastic. Yvonne Johnson says there's quite a few Flash Mob Military Band vids and should check out the Marines at Gunwharf Quay. Definitely will. David Thompson said, fantastic. Well done. Brilliant. So, Stephen, you have some great bands on tonight. Jason Gibson says, going by the dress of the public, you would think it was recorded last weekend. Denise has probably never heard of the Halbert. Oh, I'd say she's heard about them. Anybody who watches this show has heard about Ballyhalbert and Miller Memorial and East Belfast Brothers and Boys.
Exactly.
This is not my birthday t-shirt. I am not 100. I might be 21. Yes, I'm 21. This is my birthday t-shirt. Edward said that he has read the piece on Roy's sister. So there you go. Nice to have somebody famous in the family, Roy.
Well, talking about superstars.
Yes.
Can I mention Gertrude Dallas? He scored 2 goals today for Leeds, and he's moved up the league, and he's a wee Cookstown man.
He is indeed. He is indeed.
I will definitely second that. Well done, because the second goal meant he beat Man City. Get in there, Stuart.
He done brilliant. Now, I'm not a big football expert, but he's
nice
good.
Nice to see locals doing well. And then Lisa's daughter, she wasn't playing in the senior ladies team, but she's playing with the under-19s and is over with them as well, and she gets to train with both of them. So Lily has a great future in front of her as well then.
Brilliant wee footballer.
Oh,
and there's another from Cookstown, Jackie Bird. She's the Northern Ireland ladies goalkeeper at the minute. She's great as well. Just full of talent up down here. And then you've got me.
I'm saying nothing. Saying absolutely nothing. You're right, Ronnie. Great model. Send me your band t-shirts. I'll model them.
No time wearing my own clothes. Nobody ever sends me any.
I have to buy it. Apart from now, I have to admit, Liverpool Core Drums sent me a t-shirt and Miller Memorial sent me a t-shirt. Isn't that it, Roy?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you get any other ones, but I got those.
I had to buy. Well, no, that's not true. I've got loads of Drummer Hagels t-shirt, but I stole those off my brother, so we'll not talk about
those.
Go and
put a Proud of the Main t-shirt on.
Let's move quickly on to our next clip, which is an accordion, Denise.
Yes, this is my first accordion of the night. It's Derry Fubble and Edgar's playing accordion band playing Ardara Accordion in lockdown.
Yeah, this is one of the lockdown videos. This is a good one, I have to say. Good picking, Denise.
Oh, yes.
Excellent there. And for those of you who are accordion addicts like me, is that a Dallopy? N in the middle row? Looks like a Dallopy, I think. Not sure. Somebody confirm it. Dallopy, it's a brand of accordion, you idiot.
A Dallopy.
No, it is not. No, it is not. Think Auntie Val is a bit of influence in Denise's clips. More accordions, less of us. Let me tell you, if I could not have you three on for a week or two, that would kind of even the odds for everybody else. My heart broke, honestly. There are 650 some odd other bands in Northern Ireland apart from those three. Now, I have to say, Denise, this is the first time it had happened. What was I going to say? There was another message. Alan Knox was asking, do we know of anybody has band t-shirts for sale? Well, first of all, China's shop will obviously, if I load it in, I'll get death if I don't say that. Though he's been very quiet. He must have, either his arms can't reach the keyboard because of the belly being so swollen now, or he's fallen asleep. Timmy Taylor says, hi, Denise. There you go.
Nice. Watch them.
Keep an eye on More Young Defenders Facebook page. They will have t-shirts and other merchandise available very shortly.
That's what I was going to say. The China says the other 600 don't watch. You could be right. What was I going to say? Yeah, there'll be loads of bands selling t-shirts because this year it's their kind of the main, or well, last year and part of this year it's their main method of fundraising. So have a look on bands. But if your band is selling a t-shirt or something like that, there, Pop will be posting and hopefully a few people will purchase off you and contribute towards the fundraising. Put a post in the comments. Now, for the first time ever, this is the first time ever that it's happened, Denise, you and Joy both picked the exact same clip for the exact same band. I couldn't believe it.
My goodness.
Couldn't believe it. So because I got Joy's list second, then I asked Joy to change and she did. She was great. But I just have to say, I've had no influence on these lists whatsoever. They get sent to me as they are, and it's only it's only, you know, all I do is sort them and make sure there's no duplicates. Isn't that true, Denise?
Yes, nobody's saying. My mother doesn't even know what's on tonight.
Does she?
Well,
I'll tell you what we do. During the next clip, get the mayor of Coch in to hear a word for her and tell her to bring China's upcoming present so he can see what he's about to get. So the next clip up is
Beth Brooke.
Beth Brooke.
There's a wee fella drums on it. I think he's brilliant.
And this is a really good clip, and I'm assuming it's both why you and Joy picked it, because it focuses in so much of him. He's doing lead tip in this here, and he's fantastic, absolutely brilliant. So go on, you get the mayor, and we'll have a listen to Beth Brooke.
All right.
Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. And the thing about it is, like, not only out there doing lead tip, but a camera stuck in your face as well. I mean, that's nerve-wracking at the best of times. Now we are joined by the mayor. Look, China, these are your gifts when the next time they get up to visit you. You are spoilt, man. I'm telling you, all these ladies buying you gifts.
Where is it?
Oh, spoiled. Well, good evening, Amy. Has she been picking well so far?
Yes, very good.
Very good so far. You just keep it, you give it a wee eye, and if she plays something that you don't like, you clip her around the ear.
You won't play.
China says, there she is, my girl.
China, it says your husband. Right. It says your husband. For his Bella. For his wee Bella.
China's chicks. He says, how are you, the girl? Yeah, I'm just sitting here, having that conversation for you.
I know, we'll have to get down to see him someday, or I'll be signing the house over to him.
Well, he's doing click and collect at the minute.
Oh dear. Mm-hmm. Well, they can do collect here. They can collect here.
Collect at your house. Oh, she's hung up the camera. Whatever you're doing.
Me? You'll see her.
Oh, you're back now. You're back.
No. She moved. I've heat up.
Now I can see Denise here.
You? Do you see her? No. What I do? Where's that one? Is that it? Yo.
Yeah, we've got you back now. Got you back now.
Cut the wrong button again. Oh.
It's all right. Nobody can say. I do it all the time. Well,
what do you say? I'm getting this good China. It's China cutting the wrong button.
China, that's orange. That's orange chocolate. Amy, he's going to have to get into go on a diet to get back into his uniform again. Well, Denise, who's your next choice? Tell us what you think of this one, Amy.
I don't even remember.
Castle Derg Young Loyalists.
Yeah, yes, I picked Castle Derg. They're a great wee band. They work at some rate, but you know what? You see them out whether they have 20 flitters or 5 flitters, they'll still come out and parade. Mm-hmm.
They do, and they very loyal to your the Ulster Defence Regiment, which is very close to your heart, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yes. So I really like them. They're great.
They are indeed. This is them playing in Portrush way back in 2018. Lots loving your clip there, Denise. Smart looking band in uniform, great band up the wee Derg, best in the West. Great band, Portrush, great place for parade. Do you come down to it, Denise? Do you watch it?
Yes, I would surely. I we go everywhere, Valerie.
There's no.
Really don't go much to County Down. I have to say it's a bit of a drive.
Indeed. Well, do you know what you should do? Get yourself a wee hotel or something down there and make a weekend of it.
That's a good idea, actually.
You see? And follow them. Follow them. Now, next up's your first silver band of the night.
Yeah, it's a local band from Cookstown, Ballimccash Silver. Does all the Legion parades. Any parade going, they're the first to offer their services. So
that's brilliant. And a very good silver band they are as well. So this is them on Black Saturday morning in Cookstown. It's a really good clip as well. Wee bit short, but it's still a good clip.
Yeah,
Excellent there from Ballimccash. Lots of people enjoying that one as well. Dennis Boston says the best bands in County Down. So you're to get yourself down there, Denise. However, Jimmy Graham says you can tell you're not in County Down much because there's not a mention of them tonight. We're not the full way through the list.
Early days.
Early days, it is. I know that Denise did try to cover most places. But the next one is closer to home, aren't they, Denise?
Yes, it's South Londonderry. It is Moneyrea, Bible and Crown. We usually say Carmine with the wee skeleton drums, but this is a different wee band. And my wee friend Joe plays in it.
Ooh, looking forward to it. You know everybody. This is Moneyrea, Bible and Crown Defenders playing on the 12th of July in 2019. Skeleton drums there with originally they used to have goat skin ends in the same way as the lambegs do. Can you just imagine the racket they would have made then?
And yes, enough racket.
My dad, well, I mean, he's virtually an attic full of them, but he has got the goat skin ends in some of them, and the noise coming off them, and it's got snares and everything in them, and it's the noise of it. You know, Ballimccash are loud enough with the drums that they have. I just can't imagine 10 of them blattering away at the one time. Curran play that style of drumming, Ken. Stuart, as and we've had them on a couple of times in the show. I love that style. And there used to be a couple more bands around Coleraine. Anybody remember Castle Row? They used to be something like that. Reggie just said, must buy myself a skeleton drum. They're like hen's teeth, Reggie. They are like hen's teeth. Very, very hard to get.
That's why around the Coleraine and that sort of area I still had them, because then once they found electric, they found that, oh, these drums are no longer in. And they only found electric a few years ago, so, you know.
Well, there's 3 of them in South London there, so that's nothing.
China says he's fading away to a skeleton.
South London Derry hasn't got electric yet, so that's what explains that.
Next up, another accordion, Denise. This is your second accordion, doing well, and it's a good one in as well.
I don't know what bands are involved in this, but I just came across it on YouTube and I thought, oh, I like that. Give it a go.
2018, I think Brunswick's maybe in it. I think Pretty Birches are possibly in it. A few more. It was the Drummer Queen used to play the skeleton drums as well. Quite right, you were, William. I forgot about that. There's quite a few of the bands that competed at the contest up in Carrickfergus. It's always a good wee day out if you like the accordions. And this is them in 2018. Good pick again, Glenda. Denise. Call a flock of accordionists like that there? Is it, like, the way you get like a gaggle of geese and you get a herd of cows, and what do you call a gathering of accordions?
An accompaniment of accordions.
A what?
An accompaniment.
An accompaniment. Not sure.
Wasn't exactly the first name I thought of that came to mind, but I can't broadcast the other one I thought of.
Dougie was in that clip as well. Good, Dougie. Good to see that you were in the clip. Glad we got a clip on you. Mr. Johnson was in the front row. He was indeed. A flock. You call it a racket. Smilers, a smiler of accordion. Clowns, a menace. Ha, heaven of accordions.
I like
You're
Neil,
right,
I like
Heaven.
Neil glasses. A
Was
bore.
it a bore? An annoyance of accordions, a squeeze, a suffering. Rebecca says, could listen to these accordions all day long. Brilliant again, another great pick. You're right. Nippers of accordion. A headache. These are all very smart. It's the same as crows. A murder. Are you trying to say it's a murder, Graham? You don't know if any says just too many. These are all very funny. Now, we're moving to County Fermanagh next.
Yeah, this is a band I don't know at all. Again, found it on the internet when I was looking for something from Fermanagh. It's called Macroboy.
We had it on a few weeks ago, actually, in the Viewer's Choice. A very, very good band. Did you find it hard to pick clips, or were you there the whole day?
No, it does take you a while because we're trying to find full tunes and close-ups.
And then I always end up like watching one clip and then being led on to another clip and then another clip and another clip. Completely different track from what I was looking for.
Well, I had typed in County Fermanagh bands, obviously, because I wanted one from Fermanagh. And I must have watched like 20 clips. So
it takes a full day to just sit and try and find
I never realised how much, until now, until you're sitting picking them yourself.
I know. It's not easy, especially when you're doing it week after week. And then you get frustrated because you don't play them.
I know what I would do with a Gurner.
This is Macroboy Flute Band playing in Derry Gonley in August 2019. Oh, did we lose the last few notes of that one?
Last few notes
Just
wasn't
missed
recorded.
the end of it. Just missed the end of it. Ken Stewart says, really nice, balanced, tuneful band. Ken, while you're on, I have a folder of music for you. For some reason, I actually had a set of parts for accordion, but their seconds and thirds are all single notes. And I definitely have the brass arrangement for it somewhere in the house. So I'll send you those, and then I will also look for the brass arrangement as well. China, Adrian says that China, I think the Imperial dolls from Coke are shoplifters. Watch out. Denise, did you hear that?
Who said that?
Adrian McIlvenna. It's well seen that he's over there in Scotland or England somewhere and can say things like that there safely.
Safe thing. COVID's over.
Let me see. Jackie Boyle says, you've got a beautiful country. We do indeed, and we don't appreciate it enough, Jackie. And Stephen says our culture is brilliant. We have some brilliant musicians in our bands. Another brilliant pick. We do, but your clips are going down well, Denise, and I know the next one will go down equally as well.
Yes, this fella, I never heard tell of this fella. I didn't know who he was or nothing until through the Ulster bands for him. But I've always thought he's fantastic on the bandstick, or the band pole as they call it. It's the Gertrude Star.
Chris will be happy. I'm telling you, Lisa will have to be ducking to make room for his big head in this. He is very, very good. So he is.
Also,
This is
it's a very short clip.
It is a short.
Is it?
Aye.
Oh, it is. So it is, yeah, but it shows
has been shown like so. I was trying to.
It shows the skill. Shows the skill. It's just Chris, basically. It's not even the band. It's just Chris.
What about the band?
Great clip. So from now on, whenever you see Gertrude Star out, I want you all to yell and shout for Chris. Just shout Black Book Loyal Am. So I know where he knows you all from. Absolutely brilliant. Well picked, Denise. Even though we didn't get much of the playing, but it was a really good clip of Chris. Definitely was. Anyone who much wonder he's so skinny. Sorry?
I used to have to do that.
I never could have done that.
Only joking.
Cheryl says Chris is very young looking in that. That was 2014. Sure, he's only a wee baby. Only a wee baby. Now, I love your next clip, Denise.
Yes, I thought I'd done well, so I better go to Scotland this time. It's Black Skull.
And this is them playing Children's Love at the Campsie Anniversary Parade in 2020. Oh, YouTube's frozen on us. Hopefully it'll... Hit YouTube when it does this. Always seems to do it in favourite clips of mine as well. It's a conspiracy. Conspiracy. Lisa says that he never answers to Chris. Just shout Fletch. Just shout Black Book Loyal at him and he'll know. It's not going to play that one for us. We'll try it a wee bit later and see how that one plays later on. But we'll try it again. YouTube's getting its knickers in a twist. Now, next clip, Denise. You give me a wee bit of information with this one. I didn't know. The history in terms of the naming of it.
Yes, this is the Matt Boyd. It was originally Pomeroy pipe. Matt wasn't too tall, and he used to do the big drum in this band. And when you seen him come in the 12th, you just seen the feet and the wee head picking around the big drum. But he was a real good wee man. He delivered milk up to the camp. Many's a night to give us a lift from the pub up to work.
Sorry, from the pub to work?
Yeah, Sandra Allingham and I came out of a bar one night in Dungannon. And he very kindly stopped and put us in the back of the milk cart and delivered us up to work.
You know your mother is listening to this, don't you? She's hearing it all now.
I was number 6. By the time she got to me, she gave up.
How many is in your family, Denise?
7.
Oh my goodness. And Ainsley's the baby, isn't he? Or is Ainsley older than you?
No, he's the baby.
I always thought he looked older than you.
Well, he does look older.
This is the Matt Boyd playing at the World Championships in 2019, playing their competition melody. brilliant there. From the Matt Boyd. A few of you asking what the tenor drummers are for. A few smart answers coming through there as well. Distraction, or to sit on, or to signal in the helicopter. I would love to be a tenor drummer. The only problem is I would knock myself out with those sticks and flying around me. But I think they're brilliant. And when you see tenor drums played properly, that what they actually do is they play a contrasting and complementary rhythm to the bass and also to the snare drummers. And some of the bands, actually, their tenor drummers have different tones. So they can actually play them, one at a time. And you'll almost get, like a, not a timpani, the American marching bands, the high school bands where they have got like the 4 small drums in a row. They're not bongos, but they're all different sounds, different notes. So you can actually hear that coming down through, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's a really brilliant addition to the rhythm section. It's really good. I would love to be a tenor drummer. Denise, that's what me and you should do next. We should join a pipe band.
Definitely. Get
Did you see the state house doing tenor drums? Cleaning whoever was next to us. Tom, that's the word catcher. Thank you.
The next one's a bit of a golden oldie.
Is it? Yes. But it's a local band.
Yeah. I'd say it's about 30 years old. When we lived in Cookstown, we lived around the corner from this band hall. And my younger brother was in it. And of course, him and all his mates were in it. And they were always hanging around our house. So I thought I would show them up tonight.
Oh, Ainsley, prepared to be embarrassed. Yeah. This is Derry Laurenborn Defenders. Now tell us, where's Ainsley sitting so that we can keep an eye?
Oh, he's on the front row, maybe, if I remember, maybe first on the right. And Harky's beside him, Robert Harky.
This is a way back in 1991. The Bally Blues and Royals indoor contest. So keep a wee eye for Ainsley and Harky in this clip. So near's the big drum.
Yes.
There's no way that was Ainsley.
Honestly, at the front row, him and the fella
is that-
Gillis and then Harkey.
Is that Harkey then with the big bush of hair?
No, Harkey's that fella's in between Ainsley and Harkey.
Ah.
And I would say Ryan McGowan's probably in there as well. I see
Oh. I tell you, it's always good to get unearthing these back. Now, up for our Robert Harkness says that was some front row. Now, another accordion band, which is great, absolutely brilliant. This time you picked Bailey's Mills, Denise.
Yes, I've never actually seen them in person, but I've seen them on the Ulster Bands Forum. I think they're very, very good.
They are very good indeed. And you sent me a great big long clip, and I could have played the whole lot of it, but it was like 12 minutes long, and I thought that would maybe cause royalty mutiny. So I took the first tune of the clip.
No bother.
I have to admit, I enjoy that full performance, that full clip of them. They're very, very good, especially the waltz. There was one of the waltzes, I think I've had it on a couple of times before, and it was very good. Some outfit, and apparently that's enough of my cheek for Ainsley. And he wants to know when's the regimental on. Well, nobody ever said that they were Ainsley. You have to be careful.
How many times did you want on one night?
Exactly. I mean, they were on last night, Denise. You know, like we can't have them on 2 nights in a row, really, can we? Now, who did you pick up next?
Exactly. That's what you said about East Belfast Protestant boys. You couldn't have them 2 nights in a row.
That's exactly right. Could have Bell Halbert, Miller. Sorry, excuse me, we're sticking to it.
Right, these are my choices.
Who's your next choice, you trouble stirrer, you?
This is Portadown Earl Boys. It's a sort of a small clip, but my friend Beth Forbes up there, he does the big drum in it, so I wanted something with him in it.
Tell you, you're known everywhere. Honest to goodness, you're worse than Roy. This is them on the 12th of July last year, COVID 12th. good clip there, Denise. I have to say, bands never look right in civvies, do they?
No.
Never.
It's really hard. There's so much, I don't know, tidier, everything in a band uniform.
Oh, definitely are. Definitely are. But still playing extremely well. Will we try our Black Skull clip again after this one, Roy? Because you probably have this one lined up. So this one is another silver, Denise.
Yes, this is Dungannon Silver. Again, very good to the Legion and Dungannon and the UDR and that do all the parades. The only thing about it, it's a wee bit dark, but they're playing really well.
And they're playing The Great Escape. And you have another friend in this one.
Oh yes, Mo. Better say hello to Mo.
Just well, I had got your notes during the week, isn't it? They are playing The Great Escape at the Mini Tattoo. Where is this tattoo at?
It's in Dungannon. It's a new place that opened a couple of years ago. It's up where Castle Hill was. I don't really know the name of it. But
Is this where the first and the second first minister do their briefings from?
yes, Halligo Niles or something it's called, I think.
Didn't know they did tattoo in Dungannon. We'll have to look out for that once COVID is gone. This is Dungannon Silver playing The Great Escape. laughing here, Denise. Believe it or not, the Muskehounds are saying, no, we think other bands deserve a chance now and then. Oh, dear. Hey, they're good value. They're good value. Now, we do have to have the Muskehounds on at some point in time tonight because we need to do the birthdays. I was looking up, there's about 20 minutes of music left and we're 20 minutes to 10. And I thought, are we going to manage it? But we're going to have to do the birthdays because we have to have the Muskehounds at some point, I suppose. So let us know all your birthdays. I've got 2 already. So if you have any more birthdays, let us know during the next couple of tunes and then we'll do the birthdays after that. So your next clip then is a County Armagh one, Denise.
Yes, went to Killylay this time. This is Carmine. Big girl used to work for Big E, does the stick with Carmine. Well, I think she's retired now. And
I was going to say, is she in this one? Because it's
oh, I hope so.
Girl Lawson that's doing it, but her name doesn't begin with E.
No, I've sent you the wrong clip then.
Well, it's still a good clip. This is them at Open Protestant Boys in 2016. Excellent there from Carmine. She was Sam Lawson. She's Sam Cowan now. Was the girl?
I'm going to put it there. I knew that was the wrong clip. I've sent you the wrong one. But
don't worry about it, Denise. Don't worry about all. It was still a good clip. Now, next we are coming to Antrim, aren't we?
Yes, we are indeed. We are indeed. Again, for this wee man out the front of the band, I think he's worth cracking a band parade.
Everybody loves him. He really does entertain the crowds, and
he doesn't sing this anymore, and it's not to see him. You know, we don't. Still a good band.
He doesn't do it anymore.
I don't think. I haven't seen him this couple of years doing it.
Well, we've had a year without parades at all, like, so you know. Hopefully Dinger Bell, because that is who we're talking about, still is doing the odd parade with the Sons of Ulster. This is them in East Belfast parade in 2013.
You'll also have to rethink your reasons for not playing the other 3, because you know, saying that they were played last night, you can't do, because these were played last night.
Shh. They're on the list. All right, Denise, they're on the list.
On the list tomorrow.
Dinger doing what Dinger does best, that is for sure. Now, I saw Johnny Bean there looking very serious. Definitely was. Very, very serious and very dressed up as well, jacket and all on. I don't know what he was doing. Now, I just want to clear up something. So, Scott made a comment earlier on saying that it was great to hear that William King are having an annual parade this year. Can I just clear that up? That's not true, okay? They are not having an annual parade this year. Scott, that was an April Fool's joke because the route was Wapping Lane, Abercorn Road, Flyover, Bogside, Fahan Street, Upper Magazine Street, Society Street. If they're walking through the Bogside, I'd say I'll be there to see it. I was an April Fool's joke, Scott. It wasn't true. The band are celebrating 49 years this year. They might have one for next year because they'll be 50 years old, but definitely not on that route. That's for sure. Oh, Scott, I didn't think you would have fallen for that one. Honest to goodness, Scott. Now, Denise, another military band. I love your choices. Oh, no, we were going to do birthdays, weren't we? Yes, going to do birthdays. Right. Now, she was very sneaky last night because she was on last night and it was her picks last night, but she didn't happen to tell us that it was her birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow. I was told it's tomorrow. No. Oh, I can't look far enough back. I could have swore it was tomorrow. Now you're making me worry. Now you're making me worry. Let me see. Where's Jasmine? She sent me a message today saying it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. So you can please give her a wee shout out with all the birthdays for tonight's show. So happy birthday for tomorrow, Joy. And that not only comes from Jasmine and Reggie and Tilly, I'm assuming, but also from Leah, who contacted us to ask could we pass on birthday wishes from her and all the McElraths there as well. Then Brian Jones, his birthday is on Tuesday, so happy birthday to you as well. And Robin Hall, his birthday is on Wednesday, so happy birthday to you. Stephen Main's birthday is next Wednesday, and best wishes to you for your birthday from Norris and Louis. And Norris and Louis, what I want to know is what was going on at this time 9 months ago, however many years ago, because that was one of your sons on Friday for Wednesday, and then that's another son for next Wednesday. Was there a special occasion in, let me see, this is April 5, July, August last year or the year before? Was there something good on? July?
TV wasn't great.
Rhonda Kennedy, it's also her birthday. Is it today? 23 today. Congratulations, Rhonda. That comes from Roy. Very fine. Chanter is our Rhonda as well. So happy birthday to you all. Hope you have a wonderful hope you all have a wonderful birthday, whatever you may do. And Joy, very, very sneaky indeed. But happy birthday to you all. Here is your serenade from the one and only Muscahounds.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you all. Colin Johnson says that he's been in the Bogside, sit it and boot it, looking for an off license and closing the gates today. Mistake, obviously, Colin. I've watched actually a parade in the Bogside, believe it or not. Yes, very sad. Now, another military band, Denise.
Yes.
Great choice. Great choice.
It's the Royal Marines.
It is brilliant. They're playing Western Front, I think is the name on it. And you said you've seen the guys live and they're amazing. They are. Something special. Do you know what I love about that clip? 3 out of the 6 side drummers are female. I think that's brilliant. I think it just goes to show that brilliant. Let me see. There was a comment there I wanted to reply to. Everybody loving your clips. Apparently, it's big Jimmy Graham's birthday today. North said he's very, very quiet about that. So he was very quiet indeed. Every drum is an exact angle. Yep, that is totally true. Totally true. As long as you don't sing, because well, actually, I don't mind. I've heard them singing, doing different numbers before, but that Greatest Show on Earth, it doesn't even have a tune to it. Now, you're staying local for the next one, Denise.
Yes, this time it's Cookstown Sons of William. One of my nephews does the big drum, and his wee son does the cymbals. But it's the drumming corps in this here that sort of took me eye.
This is Cookstown Sons of William at their own parade in 2019. Great clip, Denise. Super clip there, Denise. Well picked. Just a pity about the wind noise on the microphone there, but that kind of main street in Cookstown is almost like a wind tunnel, really.
Time for a wee plug.
Okay.
Just get it up to mic like that. Oh, I'll make myself big so people can see it. Folks, you may have mentioned it before, but Miller Memorial are currently selling these little 110-year badges. If you go onto their Facebook page, you can get it through there. You can pay via PayPal, and this ad has not been sponsored. It's just trying to help the band.
That's not been sponsored. Whatever happened to our adverts for shops and businesses and that there? We haven't played one of those for ages, but then again, we're always overrunning. So it's really, really hard. We'll have to get those started again and keep them going.
Overrunning,
Now,
plus we haven't done any new ones in lately either, so...
Yeah, but we can play the old ones still. So if you have a business and you want to do a wee clip for us, get them in so we can get you as much notice as we can. The next clip you wrote on your notes and you went, they're playing my favourite tune, and I thought, oh no, it's a sash. But it's not. It's not.
How would you
think
that an ex-UDR person would have their sash as their favourite tune?
Who are they, Denise, and what are they playing?
This is the Irish Guards. My mother and I are very lucky. We've been over to the Trip on the Colour several times, and it's been cancelled, as you know, this last 2 years. But I was looking for something, and I came across the Irish Guards playing Killaloo. So what better clip could you play? It's a bit old, but what odds?
It's from 1996, The Trip in the Colour, but it's still brilliant. And I have to say, Denise and her mum and her friend and her friend's mum rarely ever miss the remembrance service or event evening in the Royal Albert Hall. And a couple of years ago, I was so delighted because Denise got myself and Mason 2 tickets for it as well. So we went over and met Denise and the gang for the weekend, and we had an absolutely fantastic weekend. And it was one off my bucket list, getting to the Royal Albert Hall to that event, and it was just amazing. I think I have a photograph with Mason of every single person that was actually in the show that night. He loved it, absolutely loved it. So thank you once again for that, Denise. So it's a delight to be able to play the Tripping of the Colour in 1996 by the Irish Guards playing Killaloo.
Corporal Anthony Farrelly, the great nephew of an Irish Guardsman, leaves the mass bands to beat the drummer's call, which will signal the next phase of the parade when the colour is trooped through the ranks of the other guards.
Absolutely superb. I don't think anybody plays it like them, Denise.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Absolutely brilliant. Someday I'll get to Trip in a Colour. You'll have to get me and Mason sorted for that.
My grandfather was an Irish Guardsman, and one of my older brothers was an Irish Guardsman.
Oh, brilliant. So another close connection there.
Oh, yeah.
Great military history in your family. And I have a message for you from Trudy. Trudy says, oh, I've lost it. Brilliant. Great picking, Denise.
Oh, very good. Tell her thanks, sir. Well, she knows me then. Thanks.
Well, tell her yourself. She can hear you.
Yes, I know. I forgot about that. Number 24, and I'm forgetting what I'm doing.
Now, your next clip, I love the fact that you had never heard of this band before until you watched Virtual Band Parades, and now they are your favourite band.
Oh, I think this is fantastic, this clip.
It is, of course.
Brunswick Accordion.
And it's your... Sorry?
I don't say that right sometimes. Brunswick.
Oh, no, that was perfect. That was perfect. And that you especially love them playing this tune, Men of Morn, at Meningate a way back. Seems like yesterday, but it was actually 2016, 5 years ago.
All right.
I am.
I wasn't sure.
No, I am. I actually had to send this clip to the BBC because I'm on the outside. It's probably about the only recent clips of me actually playing in a band. So I'm in the outside row, third back.
Oh,
It's
right.
a brilliant clip. Brilliant piece of music. Commissioned specially for the band for their trip to France. It's amazing. Alex, oh my goodness sake. What's his name? Alex Knox, Captain Alex Knox, who was the former director of the Royal Irish, former director of music of the Royal Irish. So there's a link in there already, Denise. Look at that.
You couldn't get better than that.
So this is a superb, I have to admit, I may be biased because I'm in it. I think it's a brilliant piece of music. It is so effective, especially at this location. brilliant piece of music, and it's such a place to play it at. I mean, you can actually see, well, I can see it myself, because as we got to sort of like kind of the second part in it, and it was going so well, and literally the hairs were standing on the back of my neck, and you could see me smirking and grinning away. So therefore, if you ever want to see an accordionist smile, watch that clip. I'm smirking, but then I don't want to smirk because I keep thinking, it's not really appropriate to be standing with a big grin on my face where I'm at, but it went so well. It literally was hairy, isn't it? It's one of the best experiences of my life. The tune, Andrew, was called The Men of Morn. It was specially composed for the band, and you'll have heard little refrains of the Star of County Down coming through it. It's amazing arrangement, absolutely brilliant. And as I say, done by the Director of Music of the Royal Irish Guards. Now, we've come to your last tune, Denise, but before you tell us who it is, you people are asking, who is choosing the tunes next week? Well, we had 2 ladies this week, so I have asked 2 gentlemen for next weekend. Again, different tastes, because I'm purposely picking people with different tastes, so that we're getting something a wee bit different every week. Next week is Brian Emerson, so you'll have seen him commenting a lot of the times on the forum, and Brian is a silver brand man, so there'll be loads of great silver, but also some great marches in that there, because he's sticking to the same formula as everybody else, same numbers of bands, etc. And then on the Saturday night, we have Mr. Will Mullen from Earn Music, who is choosing. And of course, Will is a massive part music flute band man, and I'm sure we'll have some cracking clips for us chosen there as well. But as with everyone, they get the list: 25 bands, X number of Blood and Thunder, X number of accordion, X number of silver, X number of part, X number of pipe, and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you will all agree with me that Denise's clips tonight have been fantastic. I've thoroughly enjoyed the clips tonight, and also last night to Joy as well. 2 wonderful nights of clips, definitely have been, and I've really enjoyed listening to them. Ken Stewart says, great night choices tonight. Absolutely. Loads of people congratulating your choices. You'll have to read this all later, Denise, because I know that you can't see them.
Tomorrow.
But absolutely brilliant, and hopefully your fan club down there in Bushmills have enjoyed all your choices as well, because really there's only the one choice to finish with for you.
Yes, definitely. And it's the good old regimental band.
Why did you pick them, Denise?
And I have to apologise to the Buska Hounds. I'll play them some other night.
Don't never apologise, never explain. Isn't that the motto of the royal family? Never apologise, never explain. Never complain. And there's the mayor. Mayor's back. Thank you so much, Denise, for doing this, and also thank you to Joy last night. It's been 2 great nights of choices. We're going to finish off with the regimental band at the Somme as well in 2016. But until next Friday night at 8 o'clock, keep the flutes to the myth. Denise, do you want to say it?
Keep the flute to the myth. No, that's not right. So it's not.
It is. It's keep the flutes to the myth. We're coming to the tune.
Keep the flute to the myth. We're coming to the tune. I have a niece who lives in Derg, and her kids would quite impressed for that.
See you all next week, folks. Stay safe until then.
All right. All the best. Bye.
when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their ardent zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a feu de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass. There's not expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.